Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. So let's take a look at the Bitcoin market. Today we're happy to present you the new report that we have prepared on the Bitcoin market. Amounts of the news is becoming less compared to previous months, but the hype is rising. So mostly this really big hype around recent rally on the Bitcoin market, unstoppable rally, and that hasn't been seen in history actually, even in the previous run. It was outstanding. Second is mostly relates to improvement of the Ethereum ETFs. So these two subjects now are really setting the mind of the investors in the cryptocurrency, and also the halving in April. Those three major points. At the same time, what we were interesting really is that how the structure of the market has changed, and actually what really drastic changes have happened in the structure of the market. And with this analysis, yes, of course, we have provided as usual some forecasts from the big banks, big traders. Also have prepared our own next target on the Bitcoin market. All this are present in the report as usual, but actually just taking a really extended view, big view on the picture. It seems that everything is going with our long-term scenario that we have suggested a few months ago, when we said that attack on the Coinbase, on the Binance, it's not occasion. Massive adoption of the ETF, it's also not an occasion. So the United States for a long time was struggling against the cryptocurrencies and crypto markets, and since they haven't able to defeat it, it seems that they would like to just lead them. And all this stuff that we see recently confirms our suggestion that the United States is going on a way to centralize this market, totally control it through the few funds, the single large exchange, and under supervision of United States Treasury and the Federal Reserve. That's the major idea. And what the consequences of this step might be, particularly for trading, for using analysis in general, you could see in our reports, our suggestion that we see here. So that's in towards what we have on fundamental part. Speaking about technical background, here is the a bit unique situation where we have interesting stuff either only on the higher time frames on the monthly chart, or on the lower time frame. Somewhere in the middle on the daily, weekly, we do not see something really interesting. Let's start from the monthly, because currently it is most important from the strategical point of view. So take a look. Since on this way up, market already has taken out all the targets that we've got here, and actually stands above the pivot resistance one, and actually all resistances have been broken. We have to increase the scale of the targeting. And now we have the only available in our service extension, which is based on these all-time swings that we have. Based on this scenario, the OP next long-term target should be around 85. What is also interesting is that the 618 extension, the COP that we've got based on the same pattern, already has been passed. So it was standing right here, and market already has passed it. And finally, what is very interesting on the monthly charts, take a look at the if market will show some more or less significant bounce. Some markets suggest that some banks suggest that this might happen, in particular JP Morgan thinks that retracement might be to the 40,000. If this will happen, we could get the butterfly with a great opportunity for entry, and take a look, 127 extension of this butterfly stands precisely at the same point, about around 85. So we're not speaking right now about next standing targets, XOPs and 1618 butterflies. This will be next step. Currently, that's what we have in the long term. In the shorter term, I suggest that most interesting stuff will be around the previous step. Some stops exist here. Challenging of the all-time high is always very epic, very important epic moment for any market. And since market stands very close, just 5,000 below it, I think that in the nearest term that will be the major topic, as it's now is common to set some hype around it. So that's what we see currently on the Bitcoin on the larger time frames. On the weekly chart, I do not see something really special. We have great thrust up, but no other signs, no other patterns. Trend is bullish, but market stands at the overbought. This is most important conclusion that we could make here. This market stands at the overbought. On the daily chart, the same story. Market is flirting with the overbought, showing no patterns by far. So it's just still stands here on the top. That's why the only thing that we could discuss stands on the lower time frame. Particularly speaking on the fall time frame chart, here we have a bit interesting situation where we have the bearish grabber. This has been formed recently, but market is standing higher, and this grabber is also the high wave, which is also interesting. And here I suggest that market easily could form the butterfly. This butterfly has not been tested with this grabber, when this grabber has been formed. But here market just could keep going higher slightly and reach near around 65 area approximately. 1618 will be around 65.70. This will be next destination point if market will keep going with this area. But you have to be very careful with this upper direction because it's relatively small. And do not forget that market stands at the overbought. So in the current situation, at least on this chart, yes, it is interesting that market could reach the 65, but it's just 1,000 different from the current level. And with a standing market around the overbought, it seems not very attractive for position taking based on this pattern. It's more interesting to see what direction could follow when the market will form this butterfly pattern. On the lower time frame, we have another interesting moments. Take a look here. We have bearish grabber. On the hourly chart, we have bullish grabbers. And market just keep going higher, suggesting that actually this grabber should be erased on the fall time frame chart. And it seems that this picture looks a bit more reliable than those we have on the fall time frame chart with this bearish grabber. So keep it short. We suggest that market could keep going higher and even reach the 65 area in nearest time. But since it stands at the overbought, it's a bit tricky for position taking. Of course, you could find some ways to do this. This is only if you trade on intraday charts. For example, you could rely purely on the grabbers. Just place stop below this area and hope that market will just reach this level. This is not big risk, and you rely on particular patterns. This kind of trade could be done, but since this is very small scale, we're not considering it in our video. It's just minor tips that maybe you will use. Once the 65 area will be reached and butterfly will be completed, it will be interesting what will happen next. Whether the market will start forming some patterns around it, maybe some bearish patterns will be formed that could trigger retracement. So this is important because just recall what we have here. To keep this butterfly valid, market should not take in of this top, and 65 area might be very good area where theoretically market could start forming this retracement. That's why this week, watching for performance with the market with these butterflies and what will happen around 65 area, it seems important. So for the taking the short position, we also do not see any reasons by far. So trend stands bullish, upper direction is continuing. No clear bearish patterns exist. So from that standpoint, it seems it's a bit too early. For the bulls, I already said that currently we suggest that it's not very attractive because market stands too close to the potential target and market at the overbought. But if you trade on very small time frames, 15-minute chart, 5-minute chart, theoretically we could try to use the situation relying on these grabbers. So if you find it interesting. So that's all that we have currently on the cryptocurrencies. Let's see how the situation will develop.